Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Majestix Heroclix Podcast. Happy holidays. Happy end of the year. As always, my name is Jeff. My co-host, Patrick.
What's up?
We're joined by Tony Rodriguez today, who is the most recent winner of the Majestix Open Series 1K.
All right. So this is a dedicated to Tony after we shunned him in the build-up. So this is the Tony Rodriguez revenge tour.
Shining light.
So what's up, dude? How's Christmas? How was the holidays and everything? Do anything?
Solid, man. It was good. We had everybody over at my house here for Christmas. But my parties are always the same. Our holidays parties the same. So it's just a lot of drinking and just bullshitting the whole time.
And then watching the LeBron get blocked by Pat Beverly.
Oh my God,
that was the worst, right?
So every game I've watched of the Lakers, I'm like not actively not watching the Lakers this year because all the games that I've watched are the ones that they've lost. They haven't won a game that I've watched, so I just don't watch them.
Yeah.
Bringing the bad juju, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And I need them to win so I can get those free wings from Wingstop.
Oh my gosh.
Well, at least now Jeff knows what it's like to be on the other end of the spectrum because the Warriors are struggling.
Yeah. It's all right.
But they did get that win, though.
Yeah.
I'm only a convenient Warrior fan.
Oh, okay. So right now he's like, I don't know what's happening. You don't even know what's happening right now.
Oh no, I have no idea what's happening.
If they're in the finals, he's wearing.
Hey, those Warriors are doing good.
So you're a Lakers fan right now, or a Bucks fan?
What? Sports?
No, he's not.
I'm not a big sports fan.
He's just
You're barking up the wrong tree, buddy.
If the Warriors are doing well, then he's a Warriors fan.
Got it. He's not a bandwagon fan. He's just a.
If my Bay teams are doing good, I'm like, yeah, Bay Area teams.
Yeah.
That's the word. Yeah, fair weather.
Fair weather fan, yeah.
Even though it's not a fair weather up there. Right? So he's like,
rain today.
Shit.
I was raining.
All right, so let's get to your team that you played, right?
Mm-hmm.
We wrote the tournament report, but for those who don't like to read, they like audiobooks.
Right.
We're gonna go over your team. So why don't you go over your team that you played and how you came up with it and the thought process and how it works.
Yeah. So it's Star Sapphire battery with the sniper rifle, the wall, stop sign on it. Undertaker, Finn Balor from the wrestling ring set from the starters, and Tri-Sentinel
on that thing, right?
Yeah, Tri-Sentinel, Alex Wilder, and then my IDs were Storm, Wanted, Storm Headmaster, Nightwing, and of course Green Arrow.
Yeah.
What? It's a mystical theme, right?
Mystical theme +4, yeah.
+4, and what were the maps? Arena.
So
we won't talk about that. It's
yeah. So it was a WWE map.
Yeah.
Was one. I don't remember which one, but the other ones were Necropolis, because I had to have a Black Panther something in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's good for Tri-Sentinel because it has a lot of blocking squares on it. And then the other one was, dude, I don't know. I never used it.
Okay. You just had to fill 3. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell, speaking of the Black Panther thing, why did you play Nightwing ID?
Oh, so because I wanted to run. I tried running a Nightwing team.
Yeah.
And I didn't. And it didn't go so well. I was shocked that I made the top 4 in the cut that I did, but it didn't go as well as I wanted. It was good in theory. Like a lot of teams are good in theory. They're not necessarily good when they hit the table. But so I needed Nightwing on the team somehow, some way.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the Tony Zuko and the Flurry Nightwing is still really good, right?
Yeah,
I was like, that's.
And what's really good about it is I was trying to think of what characters pump out the most damage when they're called out.
Mm-hmm.
And Nightwing has the potential on this team, if the battery's on Perplex and they give me Perplex with Alex and Tony Zuko, I have the potential to do 12 clicks of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and that's after a Finn Balor hit. Like, so Finn Balor takes away the defense, and then Nightwing can literally take out Goblin King, one shot by himself. So I just needed somebody who can do that much damage and get those multiple attacks in against the robots because I knew a lot of people were going to come with the robots, so I needed more hits than just one hit.
Yeah.
Did you think of any other WWE stuff, or were you already on the mystical guys like this? Right
No. Away? So I was initially gonna run a. I did try. I went to a trial and I ran the first WWE team I ran was Shawn Michaels with Eddie Guerrero, Undertaker.
Nice.
And the box because I like the sidestep because some of those guys are immobile. Like Eddie Guerrero has no mobility to him at all.
Right.
And then I gave the TK ring to Shawn Michaels, who was really good because he has 3 free move with the nimble and the sidestep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
yeah.
So he gets 3 free move right off the top, and he has the perplex, and he has reflexes. So he's a 20 defense always, right off the top.
Yeah.
But that didn't go well, and it didn't go well not necessarily because it was a bad team. It just didn't go well because people were rolling great against me, and I was rolling like shit. But I can't blame it on that, right? Like there's other things that go into losses than just rolls. But so then I switched to that, and then Steve helped me. We're like, all right, well, what can I use? I was like, I want to use Finn. Because
really good.
It's having Green Arrow on the board, but with can't target me at all. Green Arrow with 3 within 3, but him you can't target at all. So. Okay, well, what are we going to run with Finn? And it was just trying to figure out everything that'll work. And Mystical's always been one of my favorite theme teams. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we just ran with Mystical. And it worked all right, I guess.
Yeah.
But I've always
Undertaker's so good, Finn's so good, and just the extra support that Mystical can give you is...
Yeah, exactly.
It's such a
good
also, keyword.
The other thing, too, is that's a good call because the format is a lot of range stuff.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And they can't see you.
Exactly.
So that makes it even better because people
who
are like, if you think who all the all the call-ins, right? It's Green Arrow, Nick, Storm. Well,
Phoenix, Buster, Hulk.
Yeah, none of them can do anything.
Buster, Iron Man.
Yeah, none of them can do anything. They can't shoot. Like, what are they going to do? So that's good. So I'm wondering if that'll make a change of going forward if people start putting more close combat. Like, who knows? Maybe Nightwing might come back because Nightwing can actually kill one of them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
he could easily kill Finn.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I've always been a fan of those teams. With the Midnight Suns, but now
that's right. Midnight Suns, man.
Yeah, that was my team, but since they changed Pulse Wave, Midnight Suns is not. So the new Midnight Suns is WWE.
Yeah. That's true, huh? Yeah. But you have to. Yeah, but that WWE guys just get it. Instead of having to they have to play a theme team, and you got to get the right guys with it. Yeah. But how does the? Because I told you we're gonna do a breakdown, a video breakdown of of your team. So how does it? What's your I don't know, your opening moves or just strategy around it? What are you supposed to do? What do you plan on doing?
It's so the first go is just running out grand entrance and equip Mjolnir on Finn. Grand entrance get the Undertaker the barrier ring,
the
zero ring, and then the Tri-Sentinel will sidestep and drop Alex a little closer to his ring, which is the Finn ring. And then depending on what I'm playing against is who's going to get their assigned first from the battery. Because the optimum would be to give Finn the sniper rifle, but some teams are going to target Tri-Sentinel first.
So you give it to him. You give him something.
So then I'll give it to him so he can have the shape change.
Yeah.
And he can drop a barrier in front of himself. But if they're not a rush team that's going to rush across the board, then I have time to give Finn the sniper, and then next turn give Taker the stop sign.
Stop sign. And
To give them
the wall goes to Tri-Sentinel, right?
Wall goes to Tri-Sentinel.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
And then like I'm just waiting, and then turn 2 would be Finn would go ahead and take a shot on somebody, take away the defense, and then Taker will call somebody out and finish up the job. That's like optimum.
Does Finn does he have charge or sidestep or anything?
Oh, so how he does his move is he it's a power action, and he gets to use Flying Leap.
Oh, which is like you get to move, right?
Which Flying Leap is it's a charge of 3 squares only though. Because his typical charge is 4 because he has a 7 speed, but Flying Leap says move 3. But the difference is you ignore characters when you do Flying Leap.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
So it's a mini charge with the infinite range because you're getting +1 from the emotional spectrum, right? So you have like a 13 range?
13 range.
13 range.
So you move 3 with the 13 range, and then you get a +1 attack when you use Flying Leap. That's just Flying Leap's ability.
12.
Yeah.
I go to 12, and then that's if you don't give me a perplex from Alex or the battery.
Yeah. So you're on turn 2, you're hitting already.
Right. Because I'm going out 5 squares at least, or 6 squares, depending on where they are, and then shooting 13. Well, then 3 more.
Yeah.
So 8 plus 13. So what, like?
No, and then what's Undertaker doing?
Undertaker is then sidestepping and calling out either Storm or whoever, or Green Arrow.
Green Arrow, yeah.
And then just finish up the job.
Do you normally attack with him? Because I always see you just like sidestepping and calling guys in, and that's
Undertaker. It. No. Very rarely do I attack with him.
Okay.
I think the whole tournament, the only time I ever attacked with him was in the game against Justin Harrington and against Shredders, because everything else was gone, so it came down to him.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So he had to do work.
He had to, and he's phenomenal. He can do it.
Yeah.
Especially like if it's a Shredder team like that, or a team that wants to come in close, there's no need for me to call anybody out, because when he hits a tombstone, he gets a +1 attack and damage for every action token on him. So I'm going to 13 for 6.
And if you submit them before, you get the additional +1 to the attack.
Exactly.
So it's too good.
Yeah. So
you don't want to get close to the Undertaker.
Yeah, potentially go 14 for 6 with Taker.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a pick your poison. You can let me shoot you with the IDs, or if you come in, then Taker can put in the work, and then Finn can actually charge you with Mjolnir to get the +1 damage and +1 attack, or +2 attack, because the Flying Leap and Mjolnir gives the +1.
Yeah.
And Finn has Empower on the dial. So if he's next to Taker, now Taker could hit for 7.
Yeah. And then, did you ever use the Prime Storm? Anywho?
I don't think I ever called her in, no.
Because you're always using the Asgardian Storm, right?
Oh, yeah. I think she's the best call in the game right now. Like, she's my favorite. That's why I always run 2 Storm IDs for double Asgardian Storm. I did. Like, I would do the other one. The other one was for Q matchups. Because she can just kill Q. The Prime is because just the free knockback to knock him into a wall.
Yeah.
Just off him without making an attack or anything, just to kill him. That's all that was for. But aside from that, no, I never needed to use her. Everything was Asgardian Storm. 2 clicks of damage with the pulse, for the knockback, and she was the.
Just go over real quick, like the Swiss rounds.
Sure. Round 1 was phenomenal.
The bye, right?
Yeah. 300-0.
Hardest match of the day, right?
No, and that was my favorite. Got to hang out with.
Round 2 was like on stream, right? Or no?
Round 2 was on stream. That was round 2.
Played the Nimrod, right?
I played Diego Bermudez, and he ran Nimrod and Tri-Sentinel at 100.
And then was it just those 2, right? With White Battery?
That was it, with the White Battery.
Yeah.
And like opening turn, I just kind of moved out.
Mm.
And I put my objects as far as my guy's speed can go.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Because I knew he couldn't shoot me. So Taker went out 10 squares or 12 squares or whatever it was. Because I knew he couldn't shoot me and there was no way for him to get me.
Yeah.
So then he made the mistake of pinging Undertaker, though, with the Tri-Sentinel. He put a wall up and dropped the wall and gave me the one penetrating. So then from there, I one-shot his Tri-Sentinel. I called out Green Arrow. Green Arrow hit Tri-Sentinel. My Tri-Sentinel retaliated, killed his Tri-Sentinel because he hadn't had time to give him the white battery.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Because his first turn was just giving it to Nimrod.
Mm.
So then I run back to my battery and support up Undertaker back to a top click again. And I just sat there, and I was going to be content with the 100-0 win. Because there was no way I was going to try to attack Nimrod.
Take that chance.
So then he just, I guess, got tired, and came over and goes, well, I guess I just got to base you. But that was a mistake because Undertaker, the battery was on outwit. So I outwit his defense.
Then submission hold.
And submission hold, take 1 damage. And then I try Sentinel, put a wall up, sidestep, destroy a wall, take 1 more damage. Then Undertaker put up a wall. Then I activated my Colossus Retaliation, which allows you to do free damage, destroy all walls within 3, and then they take another. So right off the top, without rolling the die, 3 clicks of damage to him. And then Nimrod went down like that. Yeah. There was no need to roll die against that.
Yeah. Yeah, because he can't move and he has to He has to stay there and fight.
Stay there and fight.
Go ahead and swing.
Yeah.
And then
third round I had to play Steve.
Oh yeah. That was close, right?
It was very close. I lost by 15.
Yeah, it wasn't very much.
I lost by like 15 points.
You killed the Jet, right?
I did kill the Jet. I killed Alex Masterson. I killed or Eric Masterson, sorry. Alex Masterson.
Tell Steve to leave the room. Tell Steve to leave. This is your time.
Oh, what? No. And then I had what's his name on last click? Star Fox and Jarvis on last click.
Oh, dang.
And my Undertaker was still on click 1, and my Alex Wilder was on click 1.
Did you just hit the Jet like a bunch of you just focus fired on it?
I put everything into the Jet.
Mm.
I didn't go for anything else. I just put everything into the Jet. What's his name? Finn Balor, straight for the Jet to Undertaker calling out somebody. Nightwing, the Jet. Tri-Sentinel, because we went on the Necropolis. So Tri-Sentinel, the Jet, and I just everything into the Jet that I could. And then towards the end, I gave Taker the sniper rifle to try to just ping one of those two. Because if I get Jarvis, I win.
Yeah.
But then I couldn't get there because time, and he went behind the wall. But Alex still had his TK, so I had a TK and a sidestep, so I could still kind of get there, but I couldn't because of time. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then the matchup's not that bad then.
No, I mean he sure of course he missed some attacks, but and he didn't he doesn't get to keep any real boys is the thing. Because
that's right.
Missed it.
Yeah,
so he attacks me. Yeah. They're all gone. So he gets no real boys. Everything is just ID cards.
That's actually good. That's actually a really good point. That's so one of the ways to get the Quinjet is to play a Mystics team. Or like a team with Mystics team ability, like Sapphire.
Yeah.
So because I noticed that when he's just like trucking people, it's like he gets 2 turns with like Nick or something.
Yeah.
Or 2 turns with like Thor, and you're like, well, damn. And he gets to call in another guy next turn. Like, jeez. You're just dead because you just get wrecked. So like when you like real girl, the giant girl, she's not there for long.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
She's like she's gone. Yeah. And usually it's that second. Like that second wave of attacks coming in the next turn that does you in because you're just like, man, getting another hit in, like, geez. So okay,
so that was a big help. And then I obviously lost that one. So then I played Michael. I can't think of his last name.
What was he playing?
Roderick.
Yeah, with Wendigo.
Oh yeah, Wendigo with the dice guys.
with the dice manipulation.
He loves those dice guys. Damn it.
Yeah. And so we're on Acropolis, and I can tell that he was gonna turtle.
Yeah.
So then I moved up Undertaker, and I just said, well, this is gonna be a 0-0 if I don't do something.
Yeah, you're gonna lose anyway. You might as well get a chance to win. Like if you stay there, you it's an automatic loss.
Exactly.
But if you try to go for the win, you can win. Right.
Yeah.
You can,
so
right.
So I said, okay, I'll move up Undertaker, and the only way he can get me is if he goes all perplexes to speed, and he did it.
Oh, okay.
So Wendigo swinging his 11 on Undertaker's 18, and he has 2 4s saved.
Oh, okay.
So it's still, I still have my chances, and I still have shape change.
Yeah.
And he's not healing because of the Mystics.
Yeah.
So he's going to stay where he's at. And I missed shape change, and he needs to use both of his dies within his first 2 attacks.
Yeah.
And the first 2 attacks don't do enough damage to Undertaker to even hit him to a stop click yet. So all I needed to do was land 1 shape change or have him miss 1 attack, and then it would have been game over.
Yeah.
But he had 2 4s banked in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he had to use them. But he had to use them both.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what they're there for.
I mean, if it was 1 or 2, then like that's a tough luck. But with 2 4s, you're gonna because you only need to roll 1 3 and 2 dice.
Yeah. Oh,
1 3 and 2 dice. That's not.
I mean, the odds were in his favor. Yeah. But if I land 1 shape change, then it's game over because Wendigo is dead after that. Because he's only at 18 defense.
Yeah, you could kill him.
I call out Green Arrow, pump up the attack, and just hit him, and then Tri-Sentinel goes in and does his thing, and it's just over from there.
Yeah.
And then from there, it just kind of went downhill. Tri-Sentinel came over and damaged Wendigo, put him on his last 2 clicks or something like that. Finn missed his attack, and then Wendigo just ate up everything else. So that was a loss. So then I had to beat Justin Harrington in order to make top 8. But I knew I was good on points because I knew 1 3 got in. Because I had 2 wipes at that point. Steve, I had almost full points, and then and then against Michael, I got a 0. So then against Justin, he moves up, and I call out Storm, and I think I pulse waved his whole team or something like that, and knocked them all back. And I don't remember the opening move. Undertaker outwits his Peace Machine sidestep. So his Peace Machine can't get in good enough. So he came in with the other 2 carrying. Clone carries Mini. He came in and did all of his pings. Well, Undertaker did his ping back to him. Did all that, called out, and then just finished him off that way. And then Mini, he brought in, what's his name after? Peace Machine to carry Mini. And then Mini started pinging, and he got my Tri-Sentinel. He got Finn, so then it was just Taker and Alex versus Mini. But Mini's now on God Click on Phoenix Force.
Oh, jeez.
So he's plus 3 all stats because he's already killed, 2 guys?
Yeah.
Oh, and then he killed Alex, so he killed 3 guys.
Yeah.
And then, his other guys died, so it clicks up.
Oh, yeah.
So it was Taker versus those 2, but then I one-shot his Alex. I outwitted his Alex's shape change, got him back on my team. He hit Undertaker to the stop click, and then that says knock him back 1. So then what happens from there is Undertaker gets the knockback power. I don't remember what it's called, but he gets a knockback power. So what happens is we were right by a wall. So I get a knockback power. Mini has charge from the Phoenix Force, but the WWE charge ignores reflexes and charge.
Oh yeah. They're knockback thing. Yeah.
So I knock him back. Just get away from me. Then I when you do that with the WWE guys, you get a free attack against them.
Oh.
Jeez.
So then Alex outwits the defense. Undertaker gets a free attack.
Yeah.
And does that, and then Undertaker will outwit your sidestep.
Oh, jeez. Nice.
And then we just did that, and then Undertaker got to tombstone him, and it was game over. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's
Dang, that was a close matchup.
Yeah,
it was a good one. It was a good match.
Yeah, that's good that because the Shredders are really, really tough, and I think he lost like 3 times that day, or no, he lost 20. No, I think he lost 3 times because you guys were both 2-2 going in there.
We were 2-2 going into it, so he ended up losing. He went 2-3. Yeah.
So that means because I know like the Shredder menace is like a real thing, but it's pretty good that there's like teams out there that can handle them now.
Right. Yeah, and that was the whole thing. Another team I was looking at was like Ronda Rousey, Macho Man, and then because they have the reversal, so they get the free attack if they were attacked or whatever.
Yeah.
And then other people with submission because that stops Shredders, right? Like you come in and you sidestep next to me, submission hold.
Yeah,
now you no more sidestepping for you.
That's a good one. And then
Asuka.
Then top 8.
Yeah, she's good. Top 8. My first match was against Robert Gallagher and his robots. So
that was a close one too, right? Like
it was.
This was like 120 to 80 or whatever.
Something like that. It was a rematch. When we played at the trial event at Chase's place at Brave New World.
Oh, okay.
So it was he played against my team. He wasn't using the robots for that one. He used dice manipulation guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He already knew, what was going on. And Steve and I had practiced this matchup the night before. And it was
that's what we said they would do. They would practice because that's why. I was like, that's why Landers too was like, like they're probably gonna practice the matchup to know what to do.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So we practiced. He ran Robert Gallagher's team. I ran mine. There was no practicing for him because he was playing against dice manipulation guys. You can't really practice that.
That's true.
But so with the Robert Gallagher, what happened was the final in our practice game was my Undertaker versus his Mr. Sinister. In the real game, it came down to my Undertaker and my Finn on Last Click versus his Mr. Sinister.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So it was almost identical to what happened in the practice as the real thing. So what happened there was I move up. He's playing Gamma Bomb. I move up and I have to be aggressive because the Gamma Bomb is going to explode and get me off my top click.
Yeah, and he can pulse you.
Exactly. So then, and he's running Magneto with Ophidian for double damage.
Right.
So I run up, I call out Green Arrow. He moves his Isaac up. I call out Green Arrow and I go to shoot his Isaac. He rolls his super senses. That sucks. So he comes in and he does some things. We're fighting a little bit. He ends up killing my Tri-Sentinel after I retalied on him. Well, what happens is he lets his Gamma Bomb go off with all of his guys in the Gamma Bomb radius, though.
So they all take damage. Yeah, they take full damage.
They take full damage because it's not from an attack. Magneto only took 1 because he had Invuln from Ophidian. But Sabretooth didn't. Nightwing was used in that match. Nightwing took 2 clicks off of Magneto in that match. Finn was going to finish him off, but I missed. He hit some other things. I know he killed Alex. Alex went to his team. That one was just so stressful that I don't remember all the details like the other ones. He ended up getting Undertaker and started poisoning me with what's his name? Mr. Sinister, because Sinister came in.
Yeah, he's got poison.
Yeah. But one of his big mistakes was he wanted to do some damage to Finn. But he's only going to do 2 damage maximum. And Finn was still about 4 clicks away from death, 3 or 4 clicks away from death. So he came in and hit Finn for 2. Well, I have Mystics. You already took the 1 from the Gamma Bomb. You took the 2 more from the thing. He got hit 1 more time, and then you Mystics, and he killed himself.
Oh, nice.
Going for a Mystics guy. So he gave me 75 points right
death.
And
dude, that's a lot of points. That's like
75.
So, yeah. 70. Wow, that's a big number.
Because, no more because he's got the ATA.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, 79.
Like 79.
79 points. So then, and then Sabretooth came in and charged or did whatever, and he died the same way. Like I just submission holded him to give him the one click. So killed Sabretooth, and then it just became the others. And then he tried to lock down Finn, but at the end of Finn's life, when he has regen, he also has nimble. So you can't lock him down because I ignore characters.
Because he ignores.
So I'm just nimble away, and then I regened up, supported from my battery. So Finn was good again, and Undertaker hadn't even hit a stop click yet. Yeah. So it was a good match.
That was good. And then
I absolutely respect his team building. He made a good team.
For sure. I mean, you two guys are the only two guys that I know in the circuit that play basically a different team all the time.
Almost every time, yeah.
Almost every time. That's why it's always cool when I see. Also, Emilio's another one, but he doesn't play in as many as you guys do. Like, you guys actually go to all of them. Emilio will not go anywhere other than the store.
Exactly.
So, but
Emilio will be getting a message from me later.
Dude, he's gonna go to Newark
for March.
And then of course the exciting top 4 match. Well, it's only exciting the last turn of the game.
Yeah. I got to play against Matt Esbrook and his Juggernaut with Indigo.
Oh man! But you killed Magneto, so that already put you ahead.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, it was a thing of he won map. Yeah. So he went to Underground Caverns. But I also have somebody that breaks blocking. So you're only going to get half of the blocking that you would normally get because Tri-Sentinel is going to run through it just the same as you, so you don't get any.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I come prepared with my own from my wall and my ring. Almost all of it was destroyed. There was only, I think, one corner that didn't have blocking anymore towards the end. Because he decided he was going to move up, so he moved up some, and I green arrowed him. He healed up a little bit, and he ran back. But on his way running back, he destroyed a lot of blocking. So now there wasn't really anywhere to hide.
Oh, okay.
So then he ended up coming up again. And then I just went for Green Arrow. I mean, not Green Arrow. What's his name? Magneto. Hit Magneto with Finn. Then I called out Nightwing.
Charge.
Hit him. Then I did the Tri-Sentinel.
And then you killed him.
Activate, and he was just dead. And then for him, he had one last go, and he was going to try to Colossal Retail on Finn, but you can't because it's a pulse wave. So you can't do it. And then he wanted to try to single target the Tri-Sentinel. He wanted to get it so he can hit the Tri-Sentinel with the range attack because that's the retail. But there was no square eligible for him to place Magneto and have it be a range attack.
That's right. Because I remember this is a funny one, Jeff. You didn't see this, but he puts Magneto next to like Nightwing, and he's like, I'm gonna single target shoot him. And you go, you don't have improved targets. What are you talking about? You're not big. You're just a regular sized guy. Oh, because you think the 2x2s. You naturally think, oh, they're like a giant size colossal, they'll shoot. You're like, no, you're regular size. It's like, oh crap. It's like, and you go, how about I go here? You can't see me because I have stealth. Okay, how about here? So it was just like all the it was. You know what it looked like?
You're trying to find the right square, and there was not
one. Like Matt would go, how about here? And Tony would go, no. How about here? No. How about here? No. How about here? He just kept doing it over and over, and he's like, screw it. I'm just gonna pulse wave everyone. Or whatever, right? Like he couldn't kill. I think
he could have killed Nightwing.
Yeah, but like the way he did it, right? He couldn't have killed anything, right? Like he couldn't have killed anything to be up on points. Right? He could have killed your Tri-Sentinel, but then nothing happens, correct?
He could have killed Finn.
Huh?
I think he could have killed Finn with the regular attack. Right?
But weren't you? No, but you can't. Weren't you? On top click?
You need to pick up the
gem. If he picks up the
Hi Steve.
The gem that was there, and he can come and he can hit me because he has sidestep.
Oh, okay.
So he can just
okay.
regular attack Finn,
And then
who only has a 17 toughness, and then hit me with the object afterwards to kill me. Because he gets to make the object, right?
he makes an object from, I believe, the pulse wave.
Is it?
I believe it's from the pulse wave. Like when he pulls it, he breaks everything, and when he breaks two blocking, he makes an object and he can use it for free.
Okay, then was it not the?
So he would have to.
Then maybe it was the Juggernaut that could have did it.
Like he could have. Like so what Juggernaut could have done was charge with the object and one shot your Finn or Night.
Yeah, that's it. Then he just kills Finn.
But he was so enamored. Like he's like the autopilot for Juggernaut is to call in the Magnetos and hit. Instead of like, wait, Juggernaut can hit? Like, yeah, dude, Juggernaut can actually punch someone.
Yeah, it can kill things.
5 damage, doesn't it?
Because
and there was an object in the way that he could have done an extra
damage
to kill Nightwing.
Yeah. So but like you just said, the autopilot, and that's the thing is when you get so comfortable with those 10-0 wins and 20-0 wins that you don't ever think offense, right? You're only like, okay, I can call out a pulse wave, call on pulse wave.
That's all he was on was pulse wave instead of I could just punch you with Juggernaut. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that was his mistake, was calling out something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That was a very good. Oh man, like, no disrespect, Matt, but we didn't want to watch another match where we just watch you guys stare because we did the top 8 match.
Yeah.
And him and Jonathan were just like, I was like, oh my God, they're just staring at each other this whole time.
That was Jonathan's match to lose. Like, he should have been more aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that right now.
Yeah. But I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The reasoning why we had them in the top 8 was like, okay, because if we're like, Steve was going to win, we'll feature him in the top 4 so we can see Steve. Yeah. That's why we didn't feature Steve in the top because we just we're like, well, he should be favored in the top 8, so he'll be top 4.
Absolutely.
And then, whatever. And then we're like, well, he lost. Okay, well, that's fine because we still get Michael Broderick and I don't think we've seen his team on the stream, so that was fine too.
Yeah.
But the downside was having to watch that 0-0 game.
Yeah.
And oh God, that was terrible. Oh God. And
then that's one thing you won't do with me is those 0-0s.
You just run up there. Yeah, you're gonna run up there. That's that's good.
I'm not gonna lose like that, man. I'll lose. You'll lose
rolling dice.
Yeah.
It's like in MMA. It's like Dana White hates watching the wrestlers just wrestle fuck people.
GSP style, man.
Yeah. So, but like you're like
Woodley.
You're exactly. Just you're gonna run in and just like flying knee somebody.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? So that's what that is. Like people want to watch that. Yeah. Okay. So and then the finals.
The finals, I got to play against Mr. Clixo, David Colon.
Clixo. Dude, the Unimind, Unihawk.
Yeah. Unimind was that was going to be a tough one. Only because he can go so high on his defense.
Yeah. And there's Nighthawk also on the
there's Nighthawk. So my best bet is a 12.
Yeah.
On his 21.
Right. 12 with 21, yeah.
It's like a 9.
So that's my best bet.
Yeah.
One of the things he won map. I have a +4, he had a +0.
Yeah, +0, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, like there's no way
be
on Flashpoint Flood.
So then we go to Flashpoint Flood and my guys can't move.
Yes.
Tri-Sentinel gets nowhere to hide.
Yeah, and there's like no block. There's barely any blocking for him to
destroy
his thing, and you can't even put the walls.
I can't place. I can't place
because of the water. Yeah.
So all I was looking to do in the early game was just get Flora.
Right.
Just try to get Flora.
Force him to get across. Right?
I started sidestepping Taker, and I got him more. And Alex free play someone with the sidestep. And taking my whole team up there because I wanted him to come out. Yeah. So I'm putting Alex there and I'm putting Tri-Sentinel there, and it's just come and get these points if you want them. because I'm going to make my way back to Nighthawk, and I'll get Nighthawk. And the moment I get Nighthawk, it's going to be game over. But I need you to come out first. That's my thought. So then I'm moving up, and I'm like counting squares to Flora. I'm counting squares to Flora. And I know there was no way for me to hit Flora at that moment, but I'm just counting squares to make him think that I'm going to get Flora. So then he started moving his guys a little more. And I'm like, all right, now you're giving me a better shot on Unimind with Finn. And I'll take the shot 11 on it. If I hit a 10, cool. If I don't, whatever. But it's just a free shot if you're going to sit back there. But I need you to move in a way. So when I started counting squares to Flora, he started adjusting his guys more and it opened up the field for me to do that. And then he just moved back even more. So then I hit him with the comment of, oh man, it's going to be one of these games again, huh? Where we're just running and hiding. All right. And you knew it would kind of trigger something. So then immediately the next play, he's all right. Well, Unimind's going to pick Hypersonic.
Yeah, he came up and tried.
And then he just
like,
tried to hit me.
It was like shape change. Okay, that's it. Let's go home.
Yeah. And then when I hit my shape changes, I knew that was it because he went his perplexes into not defense. He did his
that's right. He went to attack and damage. So you're like, okay,
attack and damage. So now it came over pretty much, green arrow, 12 on an 18, need a 6, hit him, Finn, and then it was just kind of game over from there. He called out his own green arrow, or he called out someone. I think it was green arrow, and Finn had been hit.
Oh, see, that's right. And he didn't. It wouldn't have made a difference, though.
Finn did get hit.
Yeah.
And
it was because you crit missed. You crit missed.
That's right. Yeah, I crit missed with the Finn. And he calls out green arrow.
He could have killed.
He didn't realize to go for Finn.
Yeah.
So he just ignored Finn and he went for the other people, and it
like,
didn't work.
But in that scenario, let's say Finn dies, you still do the same thing and kill him.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, I mean, all it is an extra 70 points.
An extra 70 points.
But single elimination, if you're losing, there's...
Yeah, that's right, exactly. Yeah. There's the only thing that was missing was you going like this to David.
Dude, I was
Jedi mind trick.
Steve said that's one of my best qualities. Is my tongue, Loki, silver tongue. No, but yeah, it's
what are you, Jeff? What's wrong with you?
What? I'm just smiling.
But yeah, because after that, like I played in the co-main event.
Yeah.
Right, and then the same kind of thing happened with Jonah, where I told Jonah, I'm like, oh, I want to go on this map.
You need to do this from now on, so we know when it's happening.
Yeah, all right, I will. I was like, I want to go on this map. He goes, no, we won't play there.
Stop picking on me.
Yeah, he was like, we won't play there. We won't play there. And I go, no, I want to. So he picked a different map, and he picked a map that was worse for his team.
Yeah.
And I was telling him I wanted to play on the map that was ideal for his team, so he didn't pick it. So I always try to do that with my opponent, and if it works, cool for me.
Yeah, I've done that with Underground Cavern a couple times. I'm like, oh man, and I'm just like,
yeah, dude. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, so it kind of worked with David a little bit, in telling them, oh, we're gonna play a running game, and he next turn said, oh no, we're not. I'm gonna come in and fight you. Yeah. Phenomenal. I needed that.
So yeah, it always helps. It always helps.
It does. It does.
See, this is why like
get the gab, my friend.
But this is why like playing
something like that
in front of somebody is better than playing with like over like.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because you don't have that kind of interaction.
Right.
Oh, sure. Because there's like a screen that doesn't get to see, like you don't get to see the person and stuff. So yeah. I mean, like that's all part of the games. It's all part of gamesmanship. So
because a lot of those things that you say or whatever can be perceived as being an asshole, but if you see my face and my body language, it's showing that it's just all in jest versus being serious. And I don't play Roll20, dude, just partially because I suck with computers and technology, but the other part
doesn't Doesn't Steve play with Jonah once a night or something like that or whatever?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But that was like leading up to this tournament. I don't think they've
okay.
played since then. But in preparation for this 1K, so pretty soon I'm sure to be starting back up again.
Oh, okay. So real
so how
quick,
do I get on that one a night basis?
I know, right? I know. Like, do we need to?
That's like premier. That's like premier team training right
is
there, Steve.
Is it a behind a paywall?
That's that. I don't know. That's that apex predator mindset over here. I don't know.
I have not been invited to that group, so I can't tell you anything about that.
Don't worry. No, like we have to make a new one with all the new writers because it's been sullied over there. It's too it's just too much. But before we let you go, January 19th, right? Because we gotta at least plug the.
Yeah, it's either then or the following week.
Okay,
but
I feel like the 19th seems pretty good. I feel like, because
it should, because that also gives a break between the Captain America set coming out, which is like the following week or something.
Yeah, so that's why. Yeah, so there, at least there's something. And because you guys have Sundays locked down, it's like you guys. It's like a Comic Cult has a day of the week for Heroclix because nobody does Sunday but Comic Cult.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
But,
it's.
Yeah, that's good. Because we're having 4 on the 11th. Are you guys gonna come?
We'll be at 1. What were the 4?
Oh no. Well, you're gonna be at ours because the other 3 are like one in his, one in Arizona, and one in Oregon. So
we might go to Arizona.
Oh really?
No, I'm fucking with you.
I was like, what, really? Dude, you're gonna go all the way over there? I mean, you could play against Matt again, and then you come back and get mad because you guys went to 0-0.
Yeah,
it's true.
So, but yeah, we're gonna do it on the 11th, and then yours will be on the 19th.
Yeah,
then,
I just got to think of a new team.
Yeah, Brave New World.
If ain't broke, don't fix it.
Another one, Brave New World is February 8th. Brave New World.
Okay. A week after my birthday. Nice.
Oh, there you go. That's see, you know how I know what like the places that you play it? I just go by the it's where you play Kingdom Come Flash.
Yeah.
So you see when I say where you play Thanosia, okay, over there. You play this. Okay.
Yeah.
It's where you play that. Okay, I know where that is.
Yeah, dude.
So
it's gonna start
overlapping. Where you play Black Panther Wakanda team. You know, like see.
That's Armando's place, yeah.
see. So theirs is going to be coming up too. I think I'm going to ask him if he could do it the week after Armando, because he hasn't. Like you've already reached back to me about that.
Right.
So, I mean, it's already out there, but we'll have we'll gather the troops. So hopefully we can get like Emilio and his guys to go, because it'd be nice for them to go.
Yeah.
I'm sure that. I mean, hopefully Dan will go, because like Dan usually goes out there, right? Dan
he's been to a lot of my events actually.
Yeah, so that'll be good. But yeah, that's everything's starting up again. We will have a new map. We will have a new map list, and the WWE Arena is not on it. So yeah, we're gonna have. What do we say? Like 30 maps or 25 maps, Jeff?
I think 30. It's like 25, 30.
Yeah, and there's and it's gonna be like there's 7 old maps.
Oh, okay. So some band maps, more band maps, and it's gonna be opened up. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's like Superman and up.
Yeah.
From anything, like even indie stuff or not. Well, it's not really indie.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're still voting on it, but like one of the ones for sure is Arcades Arena. So if you want to try,
that might be something that might be tried.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
So is Ryuk gonna be?
No, see, that's the one thing that everybody was like, no, as long as Ryuk's not one of the maps, we're fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah, everyone's like, no. It's like, no, we all did like our list, and then we're gonna vote on it to see which and narrow it down. But we want it to be like also, I guess, accessible. But like we have like certain criteria, like an indoor map with this, a water map, like an outdoor map that has some elevated
there's been much thought put into this.
Yeah,
good. I mean, like you can tell, like you can tell by the way it's ran and all that. I mean, should I've been part of the Bronze Age trained for.
Yeah, I know, dude. That's why. Yeah,
for a long time.
like you guys, and then the Arizona guys too. They were like,
Yeah.
they're pretty big into it. So, but just real quick before again the second time I'm saying before we let you go, but you know how all the
We're got nothing to do.
all the click stuff is like all East Coast, East Coast South. Like, oh yeah, I've seen that impressions video. It's like all it's all that like little
Calder.
Calder.
I didn't see all of them, but I just assumed that it's all from that region.
It was
Sure, over that
like
way.
the Midwest and East.
Like is right.
I gave one West guy on there.
Oh,
Who?
was it
Aaron?
Was it,
Aaron?
No. What's his name? The other guy, the guy that works for WizKids, Augustino.
Oh, Scott.
Scott. Yeah, Scott's
yeah,
out
he's
here.
out
Yeah.
here. But
I mean, no, he did one HeroClix player out here. He did Aaron, and Aaron was. I built that team first.
but like because of all that, and you know the whole like the whole top content, Heroclix content, which we'll get into that later on. It's like a few years ago, remember, like we were all centralized here. Everything was out here. You know, everybody was trying to follow us and everything. And now it's like it's shifted. Right. It's like the college football playoffs where it's always the South, Midwest. It's always those. But back in the BCS days, do you remember when USC was like the center of the universe? When
it was Pac-10?
Yeah, but like when Pete Carroll, Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, Lendell White, that was the central of everything. And then like when that like wave went, it just everybody just forgot about like the West Coast like didn't even exist. So like, you know, I'm talking back when they had like 3 national championships in 4 years or whatever. And then when all that went away, everything just shifted right back. Because even back then, like Oregon was good, and UCLA was good. Mm-hmm. And now it's if you look at the finals, right? It's LSU and Clemson. Like that's the freaking South and the Southeast. So there's like no representation at all. So like a parallel to Heroclix, there's like no representation in clicks other than like you guys going. Like I feel like if you guys don't go out there, they're like not gonna know that we exist anymore. You know?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, when we go out there, we don't really see
there's
anybody.
none, right?
No, the only recently the last one, like we saw Craig.
Yeah, Craig Landers goes out.
Yeah. You named the one guy.
I will make a better effort at going out this year.
But I don't think I seen him the previous year when it was in Philly.
Yeah, but when we used to go like 10 deep.
Right. The only other person who was there in Philly was Anthony Zimmerelli. What's his last name?
Anthony Zimmerelli. Zimmerelli.
Yeah, he was there, dude, in Philly.
Yeah, that's right. He drove.
Yeah.
Oh no, it wasn't. Was it last year? No, he went to Ohio, the Nationals.
He was in Philly, dude.
Oh shit. That's crazy.
Okay. That's where I like first met him. Pretty much was at a battle royale table, and I was like, "Oh, and you're from California?" And he's like, "Yeah." Oh shit. Well, nice to meet you, dude. I'm Tony.
We're like it's like a endangered species out there.
Absolutely. But like, and when it comes to competing, like on the national level, like in individuals and whatnot, it's mainly just Steve and I, because the other guys.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's just. Because like he goes, but he's not playing.
Right. Yeah. He's playing for BRs and other stuff like that, and I mean, I'm not because that's what I did this year.
It is tough to go from out here to there, like every year.
It is. It can be pricey.
And it's also at a convention, so like everything's more expensive.
Yeah, and that's what was good about it being in Memphis this year.
Yeah.
Was the fact that they had their own convention. Yeah. It was had its own HeroClix thing. It was phenomenal in that, like, if you stayed at the Graceland Hotel, they had that package for $100, and it gave you as Guardian Storm. We got the Joker in the white suit, the Dark Knight Joker, and we got con exclusives as well as a free Battle Royale pack, $20 gift card to play a Battle Royale, and a free Graceland tour for $100.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
It makes it worth it if they do that again.
Yeah,
that makes.
I feel like they will.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, no.
What I heard, it's definitely going to happen again.
Part of NECA or WizKids owns part of Graceland.
Yeah.
So it's an easy matchup. So it should be fun. I definitely hope to see you guys at Nationals if I can make it out.
Dude, I
this
know.
year.
It would be good. We tried to represent the West Coast in the team.
I'm sure you guys would do better than me.
We got top 8.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man.
Trying to be Majestic. I would have did better. I mean, we would have did better if I didn't goop.
If you had a shirt?
No, if I didn't goop. No. Dude, we had Clay the one time, and he was the over for us. Damn it. He was supposed to be our ringer.
Oh, man. All right. Speaking of Clay, we got to get him back in the Bronze Age circuit because he was winning trials when he was playing.
Yeah.
So, very cool. Thank you, Tony, for coming on. I appreciate you coming on, speaking about your times during the tournament. And you wrote the article, so thank you. Guys, check out his article on the Majestix Apex Insiders.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude.
It's always fun.
Shake it, Cali.